radio show, Laughing All the Way. Tonight we're going to take you back to a simpler time, a time where families of all ages would gather around the radio and listen to their favorite programs and the commercials that made them possible. Tonight's program is actually being recorded for later broadcasts, so you guys get to play the part of the live studio audience. To help you with your part, now we want you to laugh as we normally would, but it's not to help you with your part. We've actually given you some cue lights, so when you see the applesauce signs turn on, thank you, Ethan. So let's give it a try one more time. I think I hear the echoes coming, so let's get ready to go laughing all the way. All right. All right, everybody, you're going to give you 15 seconds to warm up. And then we're going to go. All right.
Mommy made me mash my M&M's, oh my. Mommy made me mash my M&M's, oh my. La 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 la. La 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 la. Welcome to our show. Red leather, yellow leather.
All right. Jeff, you're going to go first.
Eins, zwei, drei, vier.
Yeah, very good. Piper, you're next. No, you're not Piper. I'm sorry. Chess, the next mic, will you please?
Custody, 1, 2, 3.
Mark.
Ichi ni san shi go roku sichi hachi chu chu.
Thank you, Faith.
Check, 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 check.
Give me a little more, Faith.
Check, 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 check.
Thank you. Keith.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jennifer.
Check, check, check.
Mark. No, I'm sorry. Gabor.
Let's try to wrap it up quick. I got shopping to do still.
Try the keys.
Keyboards, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. Thank you. Me. Ethan. Good. Ryan. I'm sorry. We're gonna Ryan go here now.
Yes. Okay. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check.
Thank
check.
you.
Oh, okay.
And Piper.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Unique New York. Red leather, yellow leather.
Thank you very much. All right, everybody. Let's get ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to
WPTC.
our holiday program, Laughing All the Way. We'll begin with the episode Sleigh Ride from the hilarious comedy series My Favorite Husband, which ran on CBS Radio from 1948 to 1951, sponsored by Jell-O and Log Cabin Syrup. It's time for My Favorite Husband, starring Jennifer McHugh.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, it's the new gay family series brought to you by the Jell-O family of desserts and Log Cabin Syrup.
J-E-L-L-O. The big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O pudding. Yum, yum, yum. Jell-O tapioca pudding. Yes, sirree.
This is tough work. Makes you hungry as a bear. So the first thing I reach for when I get home is a big bottle of log cabin syrup. Man, what a real flavor it has. There's nothing like that real maple flavor to bring out the extra goodness of pancakes, French toast, and your favorite pudding. That's why more folks buy log cabin syrup than all other maple blended syrups put together. So get log cabin syrup in the big family-size bottle. It's delicious. And now, Jennifer McHugh and Gabor Mark as Liz and George Cooper, two people who live together and like it. As we look in on the Coopers today, they're in the living room preparing to decorate their Christmas tree. George is just snipping a twig here or there to balance the tree, and Liz is just bringing in the ornaments.
Here are the Christmas tree ornaments. Oh, George, you never know when to stop. Look what you've done to that tree.
Well, I only wanted it to be symmetrical, that's all. I only cut a few twigs off the top, that's all.
A few twigs. I'm up to my spine in pine.
Good heavens, is that the same tree we had a minute ago?
Yes, George wants to be different. We'll have the only Christmas tree in town with a butch haircut.
Here, I brought you both a hot toddy.
You're sure in a good mood today, Katie.
I just got back from an appointment with Dr. Skopek. She gave my smile a tune-up. Says I'm good to go for another year.
Wow, you sure are. Thank you, Katie.
Yes, thank you, Katie. There, all through.
All through is right. I can't even decorate an evergreen buggy whip. Now, you march right out and buy another tree. You're snip happy.
I'll say, snip, snip, snip.
All this tree will do. Well, what's the difference? It'll all be over in a couple of days anyhow.
Oh, my sentimental husband, George, you just don't feel Christmas at all.
No? What's that big pain in my pocketbook?
Go on, get a new tree.
Tell you what, I'll buy you a tree on Monday. Well, it'll be much cheaper then.
Oh, how could I have married a man with no sentiment? I wonder if it's too late to have our marriage annulled.
You better not try it. I might not take you back again.
You might not take me back again. Ha!
No, that doesn't. I wouldn't marry you if you were the last woman in the world.
If I were the last woman in the world, I wouldn't have to get married.
Touché!
Oh, don't worry, George. I'll keep you, you unromantic, dull, old, wonderful you.
Thank you.
Too bad we didn't live in the old days. We could just jump in our sleigh and go caroling out in the wood after a Christmas tree.
Did that? That's propaganda?
It is not. I'll show you. Where's that Christmas card the Rooney sent us?
I'll take your word for
Oh,
it.
here it is. See the picture? A beautiful little country scene with people riding along in a sleigh and caroling. See? You know what that is. They're dragging in back of that sleigh.
Yeah, one of the carolers had too much eggnog.
No, that's a Yule log. That's what they did in those days. They were more full of spirits then.
Especially that guy, the one they're dragging behind the sleigh.
Oh, now stop it, George. Let's get a sleigh and a bunch of people and go out and sing Christmas carols.
Be sensible. What are you gonna do? Go down to honest Kris Kringle's and buy yourself a used sleigh?
Well, why not? Maybe we could get one that was only pulled by an elderly reindeer from the Garlands. Go on, run along and get me a new tree.
All right. Where's my coat?
George, here. I'll give you one last chance to prove you have a soul. If I can get a sleigh someplace, will you go caroling with me?
I think I can safely say yes.
Okay, that's a challenge. I'll get one, or my name isn't Gladys Cramhopper.
Gladys Cramhopper, that isn't your name.
I know, I'm not taking any chances. Hello? Sam Delivery Stable. I'd like to rent a sleigh. Sleigh. S-L-A-Y. E-Y? E-I-G-H. You're kidding. Oh, you do? Oh, well, how much is it? Oh, what do you mean, with or without reindeer?
Is it Santa Claus?
No, this is not Santa Claus. Goodbye. Oh, it's no use, Katie. Nobody in town rents sleighs.
Oh, too bad.
Have we got a cuckoo clock?
Oh, it's Mr. Wood from next door.
Oh, I'll let him in.
Close the door.
What's the matter?
Mrs. Cooper, could I hide out in your house for a few minutes?
Hideouts. What's wrong, Mr. Wood?
It's Christmas vacation and my 11 children are with me 24 hours a day. My house is like living in a... Oh my, it's quiet in here.
Well, 11 children must be quite a problem on Christmas. Tell me, do they all hang up their stockings?
You wouldn't believe it. Stockings on the mantle, stockings on the chair, stockings on the curtains. It's like it looks like the washing machine exploded in the living room.
Oh, I bet you love every minute of it.
Oh, well, I admit, it's nice on Christmas morning when we all gather in front of the tree. Mrs. Wood, myself, and all 11 children.
I bet you can't see the tree for the woods. You can't see the tree and you're the...
Mrs. Cooper,
What?
that joke is one of my oldest friends. If one of our children hasn't made up that joke by the time he's 5, we throw him away. Well, I guess it's time for me to go home now. The Battle of Santa Claus should be done by now.
Battle?
Yes, every year the believers battle the non-believers. Of course, there are more believers, counting Mrs. Wood and myself.
You believe in Santa Claus?
Certainly. I don't know who's been filling my children with those lies about him not being real.
Well, you're just the man that I want, Mr. Wood. Can you carol?
Like a lark. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la
Oh,
la.
that's wonderful.
'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Sorry, I got carried away.
Oh, look, I wanted to tell you my problem, Mr. Wood. I want to get a group together and go caroling.
Oh, jolly.
But we haven't got a sleigh.
Oh, well, let's see. Now, we could, Oh, I know. There's one down at the antique store. And I know the owner, Joe Gundlefinger.
Joe Gundlefinger? That's an odd name.
You should have heard it before he changed it.
Changed it.
Yes, his name used to be Joe Gundlefoot.
Do you think that Mr. Joe would rent it to us or lend it to us?
Oh, well, I'm sure of it. He is a very good friend of mine. Come on, let's go down there. It's just a few blocks.
Oh, George will be so surprised. Let's go.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let us. There it is, Mrs. Cooper. Gundlefinger's antique shop. And there's the sleigh.
Gosh, it's an old rickety one.
Oh, he just keeps it in the front yard as sort of an ornament. But I think it'll work.
Yeah, it will if we take the pots of ivy out of it. Well, let's go in and see if he'll let us have it. Aw, this door's locked.
Oh, no, wait. There's a note on the door there. Let's see. What does it say?
Closed Friday, at court having my name changed again. Signed Joe Gundlefinger, P.S. Watch for grand opening of Smith's Antique Store.
Well, that's too
We
bad.
had to pick today to change his name.
Oh, let's just borrow the sleigh. You won't mind.
Oh, I don't...
Come on.
Well, how will we get it home? Maybe he has some antique reindeer?
No, I think we can drag it.
Gee, it looks too heavy.
Don't underestimate me, Mrs. Cooper. I'm a regular Samson. Oh, my.
pull it.
Little Mr. Negley, Mrs. Cooper. If Samson can't pull it, what help will Delilah be?
Mr. Wood, you shouldn't talk like that. He can't help it if he's small.
Good morning, Mrs. Cooper.
Good morning, Delilah. Mr. Nagley.
Good morning, Mr. Negley.
Good morning, Mr. Wood.
Mr. Nagley, you're just in time. We're trying to get this sleigh home. Will you help us pull it?
Oh, I'd like to, but I just couldn't. I've been delivering mail since 7 this morning. I'm plumb pooped.
Well, I guess you mailmen have to expect a lot of work at Christmas time.
Christmas? That's what it is.
Mr. Nagley, you're pulling my leg.
Oh, Mrs. Cooper. You know, I'm glad that this is the end of my route. You know, I have so much mail I can't carry my bag. I put it on the sled and drag it around after me.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
It's fun, too. When the mail's gone, I belly whop all the way home. I'm pretty good at it, too.
Well, I used to be the block champion.
Well, so did I. I can still beat all my 11 kids. I bet I can even beat both of you belly whopping.
Well, you should. You got more to whop with than we have.
Cooper.
Look, this isn't getting the sleigh home. We're going to have a sleighing party, Mr. Nagley. Oh, can you sing?
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fall, la, la, la.
Let's take it along anyway.
Yippee!
Okay, come on. Help us pull this thing.
Oh, I say, I have a better idea. Let me run home and get my motorcycle. We can pull the sleigh with that.
Oh, good.
Let me sled home. That'll be faster.
Okay.
Yippee! Yippee!
There he goes, Mr. Waffle-On Cassidy. Well, is everybody ready to go?
We can leave as soon as Mr. Cooper gets here.
Oh, where is George, anyhow?
Oh, I'm all set. I brought my blanket, my mittens, my earmuffs, and a hot toddy bottle.
You mean a hot water bottle?
Just for that, you can't drink out of it.
I've got a thermos full of hot chocolate.
Will you be warm enough, turtle dove?
Oh, yes, I've got on my galoshes and an extra pair of longies.
You have the most exquisite smile, Katie.
Courtesy of Dr. Skopek.
You go to Dr. Skopek too?
Oh, yes, he helps me keep my smile bright and healthy.
My wife has been taking our children to Dr. Skopek for years now. We already have 5 embraces, with the twins showing signs of needing his help.
Oh, my.
All of our children have my wife's unfortunate overbite.
Have the braces helped?
Well, the snoring in the Wood household has changed from a nighttime rumble to a sleep-time symphony. It's getting better.
Oh, here comes George. Hi, George.
Hey, what's going on?
I told you I could get a sleigh. Come on, we're going caroling and bring home a Yule log.
Oh, now, Liz.
Oh, you promised. Come on, get in the sleigh. Come on, and you sit beside me. You 3 get in the back. Oh, don't step on my feet. Oh, hang on tight, everybody. All set, Mr. Nagley?
Can do!
Okay, here we go. Up yonder, down, Nagley. Up, motor, down, cycle. Oh, hey, Mr. Nagley. Oh, come back for us. You forgot to put the harness on it.
Well, speaking of Yuletide, Yule logs, and other Yule things reminds me. Yule of this gay and gorgeous holiday fruit cocktail mold made with shimmering Jell-O. Here's what to do. Prepare rich red strawberry Jell-O as directed, using fruit cocktail syrup, water, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice for the liquid. When slightly thickened, fold in 1 cup of drained canned fruit cocktail and 1/4 cup of coarsely chopped nut meats. Chill until firm in a star mold, then unmold and garnish with whipped cream and holly leaves. It's a beauty. All 6 delicious Jell-O flavors are rich with wonderful locked-in goodness. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. Look for those big red letters on the box. They spell Jell-O, a registered trademark of General Foods Corporation.
JellO!
A new neighbor. Looks promising. Oh, nice car. Oh.
Here's where her good neighbor policy ends. Poor guy, dry, lifeless hair can take the fun out of your life, but you can put it back with Brill Cream, the sensational hairdressing that's sweeping the country. Watch Brill Cream put life back into your hair and fun back into your life. Brill Cream gives your hair a look that women love.
Excitingly clean.
Disturbingly healthy.
So full of life.
Brill cream.
Brill cream, a little dabble to ya. Brill cream, you look so debonair. Brill cream, the gals will all pursue ya. They'll love to get their fingers in your hair.
Get Brill Cream today in the handy Unbreakable tube. It gives your hair the look that ladies love. Disturbingly healthy.
They'll love to get their fingers in your hair. Boo-doo-da-da. Boo-doo-da-da. Pepsi Cola hits the spot. 12 cold ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you.
Nickel, 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 trickle, 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 nickel, 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 trickle, 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 trickle.
Pepsi Cola hits the spot. 12 cold ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you.
Hey, Ajax! Well, you just clean the kitchen sink twice as easy, twice as fast.
Use Ajax,
Boom, boom.
the foaming cleanser.
Boom, boom.
It pots and pans just like a whiz.
Ajax cuts grease faster than any other leading cleanser.
You betcha.
Use Ajax,
Boom, boom.
the foaming cleanser.
Boom, boom.
Floats the dirt right down the drain.
Boom, 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 boom.
Make your kitchen Ajax clean. And now back to the Coopers. The sleigh proved too much of a load for Mr. Negley's motorcycle, and we find our old-fashioned carolers heeding that old-fashioned advice. Get a horse. They're trudging down the street, horseward bound.
It's only a couple of blocks further.
Katie, are you sure the milkman will lend us his horse?
Well, he said he would on the phone.
It's cold. Let's keep moving, eh?
Yeah, my goosebumps are nudging each other to keep warm.
Gee, look in that window. Those people have a fire in the fireplace. Doesn't that look good? I bet it's warm in there.
Hey, I got a wonderful idea. We're supposed to be carolers. Let's serenade this house. Maybe they'll ask us in.
Good idea.
What do we sing?
How about jingle bells?
Give us the key.
Huh?
Give us the key.
Oh, I don't bother with keys. I just sing. Here we go. 1, 2. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle. Oh, look, someone's coming to the window.
Oh, carolers.
Yes?
Come a little closer to the window.
Oh, come on. He wants to thank us. Well, mister, how did you like our singing? Did you?
Oh!
water off.
Would you like some hot chocolate? I brought the thermos along.
Oh, Katie, you're a lifesaver.
Oh, the cork is stuck.
Well, here, I'll hold the top.
I don't know what he got so mad about. Sounded pretty good to me. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
How do you like that? I had this thermos cup in my hand, and that man dropped a quarter in it.
This could be the start of a great new business. Jingle bells, jingle all right. What do we have here?
Oh, hi, officer.
Let me see your license.
License, what for, caroling?
No, panhandling.
Panhandling? No, just a minute. We weren't panhandling. This cup is for hot chocolate.
Sure, and you always sweeten it with a lump of money.
That was just a coincidence, officer.
Katie was trying to get the cork out, and I was just holding the cup like this.
Hey, Merry Christmas, lady.
No, wait a minute.
Not panhandling, huh? I knew the minute I looked at you, you were a bunch of bums.
Well, yeah, this bum here happens to be George Cooper.
Now let me handle this. Officer, I'm George Cooper, Vice President of the Sheridan Falls National Bank.
Yeah, and these other bums are important people too.
Liz, please. We were just caroling, officer.
Well, I don't know about this. It seems pretty...
Oh, listen to that beautiful speaking voice. I bet you sing a wonderful bass.
Oh, it's not so good.
Come on, give us the honor of singing one song with you.
Well, I'm on duty, but... jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells. Go on, get out of here. And no more caroling.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells.
Officer.
Yes, what is it? What's the matter?
I'd like to report a stolen vehicle.
Yes, well, let me get my book out and I'll take down all the details. Well, what's your name?
Smith. No.
No?
Oh, my name is Gundlefinger. It wouldn't be Smith for a couple of weeks yet.
Oh, why, are you getting married?
No. I'm just changing my name. It used to be it's still Gundlefinger.
Gundlefinger.
Yes.
Okay, and gee, well, you wouldn't like to come back next in a few weeks and report this, would you?
I want to get some peace right now.
Okay, what was the license number?
There wasn't a license number. It was just out in front of my shop with ivy in it.
Ivy who?
Just ivy, little leaves on stems.
Yes, well, what was the make?
It was a flexible flyer. It was a big model.
Oh, a sedan, huh?
Oh no, one horse open.
What kind of automobile was this?
Oh, it wasn't an automobile. It was a sleigh. I got to get it back. I need that sleigh for Christmas.
Oh, yes, well, when did you first notice it missing, Mr. Claus?
Oh, no, Gundlefinger. You don't understand. It's an antique sleigh. Our customer is going to buy it as a Christmas present. He's going to make a lamp out of it.
Yes, of course. I'll keep my eyes open. I'll look in the back of every horse I see.
Oh, thank you.
Up and have a real old-fashioned sleigh ride.
Oh, I think it was real nice of a milkman to lend us his horse.
Come on, let's sing again. 1, 2, 3.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Just a minute. Let's dispense with all this singing.
Hi, officer.
Sheesh, it's you again. Them bums. I see you got someone else to sing in my place.
Well, no worries. I can explain.
No, let me guess. You just happened to hold a cup out and someone dropped a horse in it.
Officer, I know it looks bad.
Now you go on home and stay there. I'm gonna just charge this off to Christmas madness. First some crackpot reports a stolen sleigh. Now I find you with a singing horse.
A stolen sleigh? Who is it stolen from?
You wouldn't believe the man's name if I told you. Now run along, and if I catch you out again, I'm gonna run you in. You understand?
Oh, yes, and thank you, Merry Gundle! Merry Christmas, officer! Okay, come on, everybody, let's go. Well, we're finally on our way.
Oh no, we're taking this sleigh back to Hindlefunk or Pink Finger.
No, George, let's take a little ride.
Nothing to it.
Just a little eensy-teensy one.
No, you heard what that cop said. This is stolen property.
Oh, but that cop is the only one who knows, and we'll be out of his district in a minute. We can take the sleigh back later.
No.
Well, let's take a vote. What do you three in the back say?
Oh, I'd like to go for a long ride. I like holding your hand under the blanket, Katie.
Why, Katie?
I like holding your hand too, Katie.
Why, Katie?
I don't know what either of them are talking about. Both my hands are in my pockets.
Let go of my hand, Mr. Nagley.
Sorry.
Oh, come on, horse. This is no time to stop. Get up. What's the matter with him?
Stop! Stop that sleigh!
Oh no, look at the corner. Here comes that cop again. Let's get out of here, Liz.
Oh, come on, horse. Let's get going.
Yeah. Look, he stopped again.
Giddy up, darn it. This is no time to play games. Giddy up.
Stop! In the name of the law!
Oh, that's better.
Come on.
This horse is a stool pigeon. He's turning us over to that cop.
I'm afraid this is a part of the milkman's route.
Oh,
The horse is stopping at everyone's house to deliver milk.
Oh, let's get out and run for it.
Give me those reins, Liz. I'll get him off the route.
Turn left a bit
Okay.
more. That'll do it.
Now, come on, shoot! Come on, horse! We're turning here! He won't turn! Come on, horse! We're going left! Left, you hear?
His move, George! Oh, he's breaking loose! Oh, great. Stranded in the middle of an intersection with a hot sleigh.
Hands up! Hands up! I got you all covered.
Hi, officer. Officer, I can explain. It all started because I wanted to go and get a Yule log.
Save your breath. You're coming to the station.
But it's Christmas time!
I know, and I'm going to give you a little present. It's a cell marked, do not open until after Christmas.
Look, officer, we were really on our way back to Gundlefingers to return the sleigh.
Yes, he's a very good friend of mine. Well, I'll go with you to make sure you do return it, and I'll give you exactly 10 to get it out of this intersection. 1,
But we don't have a horse! How could we get it out?
2, that's your worry.
All right, fellas, get down there.
3,
Get down there and pull.
4,
I'll steer.
5,
Wait till I get you home. All right, I'll take this woods. You and Nagley, you take the other.
6.
Come on, boys.
Yeah!
That's the old girl spirit. Yule tide! Yule tide! Oh, Ryan. Ryan Segovich.
Yes, Jennifer. What's on the agenda for tonight?
Well, I thought it'd be nice to take a little trip to the North Pole.
The North Pole.
Yes, to visit Santa Claus. I'll be a little girl who's waited all year for Santa. Hey, are you Santa Claus? Huh? Are you?
Yeah, I'm Santa.
Oh, where's your red suit? Where's your reindeer?
Oh, they're all put away. I'm not going anyplace this Christmas.
Oh, you're not?
No. Well, why should I? I've been giving things away for as long as I can remember, and nobody ever gave me anything.
Oh, white frog.
I don't want one.
Oh, well, I'll give you some bubble gum.
No.
Hardly chewed.
No.
Well, I'll give you a sled and a big doll, and I'll even give you some Jell-O.
No, I'm not going to. Well, did you say Jell-O?
Yes, of every time.
Real Jell-O.
Yep, and it's 6 delicious flavors. Strawberry and raspberry and strawberry and lime and orange and lemon.
With a flavor locked in by a special process so that it can't get out until your first delectable spoonful. So good that it makes you think of the real ripe fruit itself. Oh, I can't wait to look for the big red letters on the box. I'll make my regular trip this year. Ho, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas, everybody!
J-E-L-L-O. The big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O pudding. Yum, yum, yum. Jell-O tapioca pudding. Yes, sirree. Oh, it's log cabin syrup for mine, with that real Northwood flavor so fine, oh so fine. Blended cane and pure maple, it stops on your table. That real maple flavor does pancakes a favor. It's log cabin syrup for mine.
Yes, sirree, Log Cabin is the syrup with the delicious Northwood maple flavor. It's America's most popular quality maple syrup. Enjoy on pancakes for Sunday night suppers as well as breakfast.
It's log cabin syrup for mine.
Well, who doesn't love flapjacks for supper? Well, folks, we're going to take a brief 15-minute intermission to let everyone stretch their legs and check out what's cooking in the lobby. I hear they got some interesting themed beverages at the bar. I wonder if any of them are Jell-O or syrup flavored. Check it out, and then we'll see you right back here for our hilarious comedy, Our Miss Brooks and the Christmas Gift Midsummer.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for coming again. I didn't mention Ethan was on Foley on the first act as well as Piper. The second act is going to be Keith. He's going to be helping us with Foley on the second act. So let's call the actors in.
All right. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Let's see if I can remember to do this right.
Oh, that's right. I got to know that track it.
They got radio before, okay? Oh.
Is that right?
Welcome back. Hey.
Testing 1, 2, ships at sea. Can you hear me? Testing,
Piper.
testing.
Check, check, 1, 2, 3, check.
Judith.
Hello, hello, hello.
Ann.
Happy holidays.
Ethan.
Check, check.
Give me more, Ethan.
Check, check, check.
Thank you. Mark.
Hi-ho, Silver!
All right, Ray.
Les deseo un feliz Navidad. 1, 2, 3.
Gracias. Faith.
Check, check,
Faith.
check, check.
What's going on here? Hold on. Try me again, Faith.
Check, 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 check.
Thank you. Brian.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. I'm gonna fully. Hot, and then me. I can hear me. All right, everybody, let's go in 5. Keys. Good call. Thank you, Keys. All right, everybody. In
Fantastic.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back. Our holiday program, Laughing All the Way, continues with a visit to our Miss Brooks, featuring the benevolent but wisecracking English teacher, which was broadcast on CBS from 1948 to 1957. In today's episode, The Christmas Gift Mix-Up, Miss Brooks realizes that Christmas is right around the corner and she still hasn't even started her Christmas shopping. But first, we're going to hear about a delicious new dish from our friends on the West Coast.
Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treats. Rice-a-roni, the flavor can't be beat.
One hand, no boiling, cooking ease.
The flavor that is sure to please.
Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treats.
Rice-a-roni, the delicious break from potatoes, now in 6 fabulous flavors.
One hand, no boiling, cooking ease.
The flavor that is sure to please.
Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treats.
Have you heard the word? You will save a third. When you buy some more, you will save a score. Have you heard the word? You will save a third. When you buy some more, you will save a score. Have you heard the word? You will save a third. When you buy some more, you will save a score. Have you heard the word? You will save a third. When you buy some more, you will save a score. Have you heard the word? Save a third. When you buy some more, you will save a score.
Have you heard Abigail's?
Once upon a time there was an engineer. Choo-choo Charlie was his name, we hear. He had an engine and he sure had fun. He had good and plenty candy to make his train run.
Sure, sense.
Love my good and plenty.
Sure, sense.
Really rings a bell.
Sure, sense.
Love my good and plenty. Don't know any other candy that I love so well.
Get some today!
Thanks, I think I will. And now, our Miss Brooks, featuring Ann Field as Miss Brooks and guest vocal talent Riney Arena playing the role of Mr. Stone. Well, with the Christmas holidays so close at hand, our Miss Brooks, who teaches English at Madison High School, is faced with a few problems common to many of us. First, she still has all her Christmas shopping to do. And second, she has very little time to do it in.
And third, she has no money to do it with. At least I have very little money, $20 to be exact. And considering the people I usually give presents to, I knew that wouldn't go very far. After thinking it over, however, for a while, I arrived at the only possible conclusion to my dilemma, which I conveyed to my landlady at breakfast last Wednesday morning.
Then you're going to spend the entire $20 on a gift for Mr. Boynton, Connie?
Yes, it's the only thing I can do, Mrs. Davis. I think I should be able to get him a nice gift for $20. It's better than giving a number of my friends a lot of trash. Don't you agree?
Oh, I suppose so, dear. I know I certainly didn't expect to get anything from you.
Well, I'm glad.
After all, what difference does it make that I cook your meals all year round, and that I make up your room every day, and that I never badger you for the rent when you're 6 weeks overdue? Or that I'm constantly helping you with your problems, as if you were my own daughter. I do it out of the goodness of my heart, and I certainly don't expect anything in return.
If I crawled under the rug, I wouldn't even make a bump. But Mrs. Davis, we agreed we wouldn't exchange presents this year.
Of course we did, Connie. So you stick to our agreement. After all, what difference does it make if I happen to forget and order you a beautiful gift?
You ordered me a gift?
Oh dear, it slipped out.
Well, slip it back in. Perhaps it wasn't as much of a sacrifice for you as it was.
What difference does it make that I far exceeded my budget to get it for you? So I'll just eat a little less for the next 6 months. Just because the spirit of the season has swept me away doesn't mean it has to sweep you away too.
Sweep me? It might easily clean me out. Well, I suppose I actually should give you a gift too, since we're so close.
Now, dear, you'll do no such thing. Don't give it another thought.
Well, all right.
I can count on perfectly well squeezing oranges by hand for another year. Just because I can hardly straighten out my poor fingers when I'm through is no concern of yours.
Then you want a finger straightener. I mean an orange juice squeezer.
Why, Connie, how did you know?
It was just a wild guess.
But the $10 they want at Sherry's, it's much more than I'll let you spend.
Oh, well, then I won't.
So if you'll just give me $7 cash, I'll get the squeezer at McGinty Sale Company. I happen to have an exclusive introductory credit card there. It's the only thing they will let you in with, and it entitles you to a third off everything.
As I say, I should be able to get Mr. Boynton a nice gift for $13. I'll give you the money as soon as I get my bag.
Oh, thanks, dear. Now I'll tell you what I got for you. It's something I felt was very personal.
Something personal? What is it?
A chess set.
A chess set?
Yes, dear. I know how Mr. Boynton loves the game, and it will give you two something to do together on those long winter evenings. That is, if you know how the game goes.
Certainly, right out the window. It was very thoughtful of you, Mrs. Davis. Oh, there's Walter to drive me to school. Be right out, Walter. I'd better be going, Mrs. Davis.
All right, dear. Well, I intend to do the rest of my shopping this morning, so I'll drop off your present at school. Maybe you and Mr. Boynton can use it in the cafeteria at lunch.
We might at that. Those chessmen ought to taste a lot more tender than the rest of the food. Walter, is it my imagination? Are you driving more carefully today?
Well, I was hoping you'd notice, dear teacher. Yeah, I'm driving particularly carefully today. You see, as a part of a Christmas present, my mother bought me new bumpers for this car.
What happened? Pedestrians finally wear out your old ones? Well, that was a thoughtful gift, but isn't it a little early to be receiving Christmas presents?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, indeed. I must have received 3/4 of my Christmas presents already, particularly from my close friends at school. Oh, yeah, they've already given me their gift. 3/4 of them. Maybe even 7/8. Matter of fact, I can only think of 1 or 2 who haven't.
Matter of fact, I think I'll get out and walk.
There's nothing like the spirit of giving at Christmas, is there? You know, a kid like me, who operates on a limited budget, can only exchange gifts with his closest and more intimate friends. Isn't that right, Miss Brooks?
It certainly is, stranger. In essence, I agree with you, Walter, but the truth of the matter is, I only have $13 for my Christmas shopping. That leaves me with just enough money for a gift for Mr. Boynton. Now, do you understand?
I guess I do. Well, I certainly didn't expect anything from you, Miss Brooks.
Oh, I'm glad.
So after all, what difference does it make that I pick you up and drive you to school every day all year round? That I spend half my time at school running errands for you? You do whatever you want to, Miss Brooks, but no one else is going to receive the beautiful gift that I selected for you.
You bought me a present already?
Now, please, forget about it, will ya?
All right, then.
After all, I'm getting enough gifts without that $7 briefcase at Sherry's that I've wanted more than anything in the world.
Walter, I'd like to buy the briefcase for you, but $7 is rather high.
Oh, much too high, Miss Brooks. I wouldn't let you spend that much money for anything.
Good.
So if you give me $5 cash, I'll get the same thing McGinty's.
As I say, $8 ought to buy a fine gift for Mr. Boynton.
I have an exclusive introductory credit card, everything at a third off. It's the only card that'll let you in.
That, at the moment, is not what worries me.
No? Well then, what does, Miss Brooks?
Does McGinty print a card that would let me out? Walter, there's no reason to sneak past Mr. Conklin's office, even if we are 5 minutes late.
But, Miss Brooks, you know how Mr. Conklin feels about such things. What would you do if he did suddenly step out of his office?
Good morning, Miss Brooks.
Does that answer your question, Walter?
Good morning, Principal Conklin.
Walter.
Mr. Conklin, I realize we're a little late, sir, but if you'll only...
Tut, my dear. Don't give it a second thought. I'm delighted to give my students and faculty a little latitude this time of year. It's the Christmas season, and I'm filled with the spirit of peace on earth and goodwill towards all men.
Well, it's nice of you to extend it to females and young boys.
Not at all, Miss Brooks. Now, will you come into my office, please? I have something to ask you.
But, sir, I'm 5 minutes late now.
And you'll be 5 minutes later into my office.
Yes, sir. See you later, Walter.
Yeah, bye, Miss Brooks, Mr. Conklin.
Now, sit down, my dear. Sit right down, and I'll get directly to the point. I want some advice from you, Miss Brooks.
Some advice?
Yes, about a gift. I'm doing my Christmas shopping this afternoon. I want you to be sure to tell me what you want before I leave.
But, sir, I didn't think you approved of faculty members exchanging gifts.
Oh, I don't, Miss Brooks. It's just that I happen to be imbued with the spirit of giving, the spirit of Christmas. And if I choose to remember my teachers, I certainly don't expect any loot or gifts in return. Of course, if my teachers insist on showing their appreciation for the many little favors I've done for them in the past, why, I'm powerless to stop them.
I'm hooked. I was wondering what I could get you for Christmas, sir. Could you give me a suggestion, something you particularly needed or wanted, for about 50 cents?
My dear, I want you to forget even the mention of the word gifts this morning. Dismiss it from your mind. Besides, I smoke too much anyway.
Smoke?
Yes, and $10 is too much for anyone to pay for the alligator tobacco pouch I've always wanted.
Sir, I'd certainly like to get it for you, but that is rather expensive.
$10 is far, far too expensive. I wouldn't dream of letting you spend that much money.
Well, I'm glad, because I was...
Though, if you have the money with you, I know just where I can get it for $7.
Murdered Again by McGinty's.
Class attention. Forward march. Oh, I love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly want to be. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me.
Oscar Mayer wieners are meat, rich in complete meat protein, mildly seasoned to bring out all that good meat flavor.
Oh, if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. Class dismissed.
And now, a word from our favorite sponsor from right here in North Barrington.
Tag orthodontics, tag dentistry, cleaning crowns and ears and braces.
We put smiles on all your faces.
Tag orthodontics, tag dentistry. To take your smile, give us a dial. We're in North Barrington. Tag orthodontics, tag dentistry.
Twice a day fights tooth decay.
Don't forget to brush your teeth.
Tag orthodontics, tag dentistry. Someone might give us a try for all your dental needs.
Yo ho, yo ho. Brushless or lather, boys, whichever you've the notion. 50 cents for shaving cream, $1 for the lotion. Old Spice means qualities as connected to the motion. So look for the package with the ship that sails the ocean. Yo ho, yo ho.
Yo-ho, yo-ho.
And now back to our Miss Brooks.
Here we are, Miss Brooks. My dessert and coffee, and I brought you a piece of pineapple pie a la mode.
Why, Mr. Boynton, what a thoughtful Christmas present.
Christmas present.
Why, it's exactly what I've always wanted. You shouldn't have gone for all that extra expense.
What extra expense?
Pineapple pie would have been enough. You should have kept the a la mode for my birthday. Pineapple pie a la mode. As I always say, Mr. Boynton, let the other women get their mink coats and pearl necklaces. Just give me a gift that touches you right in the stomach, a heart.
Oh, I get it now. You're joking.
I was afraid you'd see it that way. But Mr. Boynton, this actually would be enough. After all, it is the spirit of giving that counts rather than the gift itself.
Well, not entirely, Miss Brooks. True, the spirit must be there, but the gift is important too. Why, I've ordered you a beautiful gift. I know how you are about giving gifts of equal value, and I wouldn't want to disappoint you.
You picked a fine time to start. It's very thoughtful of you, Mr. Boynton. Very thoughtful. Particularly since I joined the Christmas Club a year ago and put away $1 a week just for your gift.
$52 for my present.
$52.75 They pay interest. But just because we've given each other gifts of equal value in the past, I don't want that to influence you this Christmas.
$52.
Uh-huh. And that, combined with the $30 I borrowed from Mrs. Davis, ought to buy you a very nice gift.
Miss Brooks, I've just been thinking.
I hope you've been thinking what I think you've been thinking. Yes, Mr. Boynton?
Well, after all, it's really the spirit of giving that matters rather than the gift itself.
Oh, you've convinced me. Here, this package is for you. And Merry Christmas.
For me? You got this for me? Must I wait until Christmas or may I open it now? What's inside, Miss Brooks?
Yes, yes, no, yes. Chess.
A chess set! What a wonderful present.
I was going to get you a few more gifts, but since you convinced me.
Hi, Miss Brooks. Hi, Mr. Boynton.
Well, hello, Harriet. Have you started drinking coffee?
No, it's for my father. He asked me to pick some up for him while I was delivering his message to you.
Message?
Mr. Boynton, Daddy wants to see you in his office right away. Something about signing a requisition for some test tubes he wanted.
Oh, thank you, Harriet.
And Miss Brooks, your landlady called, and she wants you to call back when you can. Now let's see, is there someone I've forgotten?
Better check under the table just to make sure. Did Mrs. Davis say what she wanted me to call her about?
No, but she said she'd keep the receiver off the hook, so her line would be open when you called.
There's something wrong with that, but offhand I don't know just what.
Well, I'd better get up to Mr. Conklin's office and get that requisition signed. Thanks again for the gift, Miss Brooks. It really was quite unexpected.
Yes, for both of us. Both of us may use it.
Of course. Well, see you later, Harriet. Miss Brooks.
I'll walk to the phone with you, Miss Brooks.
All right, Harriet. Well, how's Santa been treating you so far, dear?
Oh, not too badly. Walter gave me a bracelet, but I don't think I'll wear it.
Well, why not?
You should see what he had engraved on it. Finder, please return this girl to Walter Denton.
Why, I think that's cute, Harriet. Harriet, if a certain party gave me one of those bracelets, I think I might enjoy getting lost.
Oh, Miss Brooks.
Did you get anything for Walter for Christmas?
Not yet. I figure I can find something at McGinty's. I just got their exclusive introductory credit card. Everything's a third off.
Imagine that.
At McGinty's.
Now, excuse me, dear, while I make this call.
Okay. Goodbye, Miss Harriet.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Davis. It's Connie.
Oh, Connie, how did you like the gift I gave you?
Oh, it's lovely. Mrs. Davis, simply lovely.
Oh, I knew you'd be enthusiastic over that black silk negligee.
Well, certainly it's something that Mr. Boynton and I can... Black silk negligee? Oh, no.
I intimated it was a chess set, Connie, just to throw you off the track.
And you did. Right into the path of a screaming locomotive.
Was the negligee the wrong size, dear?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think Mr. Boynton takes a 38.
Speak louder, Connie. It sounded almost like you said Mr. Boynton.
I've got to hang up now, Mrs. Davis. I just gave somebody a gift and I've got to get it back before he opens it.
Why? Do you think he won't like it, Connie?
Oh, not exactly, Mrs. Davis. It's something all men like, but on somebody else.
Come in. Oh, come in, Barrington, come in.
Thank you, Mr. Conklin.
Sit right down, my boy.
I came in to sign that requisition for those test tubes. I know it needs both our signatures.
Oh, yes. Here, use this fountain pen, Barrington. A gift from Miss Enright, a fabulously generous person. Not that I expect gifts from my faculty members, mind you. Why, last year there were 3 teachers who gave me nothing for Christmas. And one of them is still with us.
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas, Boynton.
Oh, and Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Is that all, Boynton?
No. And Happy New Year.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Mr. Boynton, if you'll pardon my curiosity, just what is that gaily wrapped parcel you're carrying under your arm?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. Just a little present that
Oh, thank you so much!
But, sir!
So you weren't teasing your old principal, eh, Boynton?
No, sir, it's only that...
Never mind what it is, Boynton. It's not what a gift is that counts, but the spirit in which it is given. What is it, Boynton?
It's a chess set, sir.
Splendid! Just what I need! I know just where I can exchange it for. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, go right ahead, Boynton. Sign that requisition and we'll put it into the works at once.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Forget it, Boynton. Just consider those test tubes as my Christmas present to you.
Mr. Boynton! Oh, Mr. Boynton, I'm glad I finally found you. I missed you right after lunch.
Goodness, Miss Brooks, you're breathless.
Please, this is no time for flattery. Oh, you mean I'm winded? You know, I've been looking for you after every period since noon, and I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to return that gift I gave you. There's been a slight mistake, and I'll have to exchange it.
The gift you gave me, you can't exchange it, Miss Brooks. I used it during my free period.
Wasn't it a little skimpy around the hips? I mean, you opened it already?
Well, I haven't exactly opened it, but I like chess. It's my favorite game.
Believe me, Mr. Boynton, in this thing, you couldn't even make a move. Look, I really must have it back. You see, I gave you the wrong present by mistake.
Oh, well then, I may as well tell you the truth. I gave it to Mr. Conklin as a Christmas present. I hadn't intended to, but before I knew it, he seemed to take possession of it.
You gave him the gift that I gave you? Mr. Boynton, I am shocked. How could you bring yourself to give away a gift that someone else had given you? If you knew the time and the thought and the effort that I put in to select a gift that would suit your personality.
Really, Miss Brooks, it all happened so quickly, I had no...
Please, Mr. Boynton, no excuses. I still think you were quite negligent. Oh, negligent. Well, I've got to get it back at once, so here goes.
Good luck, Miss Brooks.
Come in. Why, Miss Brooks? Come in, my dear. Well, have you decided what little gift you'd like from your principal this year?
Well, frankly, I'm undecided, sir, between a little diamond wristwatch and a little alligator handbag.
How about a little psychoanalysis? Remember, this is Osgood Conklin you're talking to, Miss Brooks, not Danny Warbucks.
Fortunately, Mr. Conklin, I managed to obtain one of those exclusive personal discount cards from the McGinty Sales Company. A little boy was handing them out on the street. And if you give me the cash, I'm certain I could get a certain watch for well under $50.
$50? Miss Brooks, I am just as susceptible to the infectious generosity of the season as the next man, but I do not intend to allow that infection to kill off my entire life savings.
Well, Mr. Conklin, next to the watch and the handbag, the only thing I really want is a chess set.
A chess set? Here, Miss Brooks, that's exactly what I got for you. Take it, it's yours. Merry Christmas.
Oh, my, what a delightful surprise.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, Miss Brooks. You just can't imagine the time and the thought I put into the selection of your gift. Truly, my dear, it was quite a struggle to get it.
Well, I'm glad he didn't give it up without a fight. My, you certainly have a lovely collection of presents in here, Mr. Conklin.
There's still one teacher I haven't heard from yet. Mr. Perkins in the math department. Come in and bring it with you. Why, Mr. Stone?
Hello, Conklin. Hello, Miss Brooks. Season's greetings to you both.
And the same to you, sir.
Oh, here, Conklin, I brought over this gift for you.
Thank you, Mr. Stone.
Oh, come on, forget I'm head of the school board today, Conklin. Get into the old Christmas spirit. Enjoy yourself. Relax. Come, smile, Conklin. Have you given out all of your gifts yet, Osgood?
Gifts? Oh, yes! Miss Brooks has finished wrapping yours, Mr. Stone. Here.
Sir, that packages.
Yes, Miss Brooks. You were saying.
May you get many years of use out of your gift, Mr. Stone. And for longer life, rinse it out every night and hang it up in the bathroom.
Oh, is it a shirt, Conklin?
Oh, no, sir.
Handkerchiefs?
No.
Socks?
No, but I'll give you a hint. 2 people can use it at the same time.
If they're small enough.
2 can use it at the same time. Is it something that could be used outdoors on an athletic field?
Possibly, but it might get a little chilly for night games.
Mr. Stone, why don't you open and see for yourself?
Well, you don't have to ask me twice, Conklin. I'm just as curious as a little child at Christmas. Hey. Oh, Conklin! I don't understand.
Well, what could be nicer than a black silk negligee? It's the perfect gift for you, sir, and I know you'll get many years of pleasure and use. What could be nicer than a black silk negligee? Mr. Stone, believe me.
Happy April Fools, Mr. Stone.
Conklin, I have heard of asinine practical jokes before, but pulling a trick like this on Christmas is an absolute insult.
Mr. Stone, I can explain. It was a simple natural error. Why, you see, when I got this gift from Mr. Barrington. Miss Brooks, why did Mr. Boynton give me a black silk negligee?
I can't understand it either, sir. Pale blue is much more your color. I just can't understand it at all.
Conklin, I'm still waiting for an explanation.
Come in!
Mrs. Davis wanted to see Miss Brooks on an urgent matter, sir.
That's right, Osgood. Oh, hello, Mr. Stone.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, Connie, there's the negligee I gave you. I see you opened it.
What? Miss Brooks, you mean you gave me a gift someone else had given you for Christmas?
Oh, well, you see.
Boynton! You mean you gave me a gift someone else had given you?
Well, sir.
Conklin, you mean you gave me a gift that 3 other people had given you?
Well, oh!
That nightgown has more mileage on it than a 1928 Ford.
I don't quite understand what's going on around here, but if your idea of a joke is to give me a cheap nightgown...
Mr. Stone! That is not a cheap nightgown. It cost $22.50.
$22.50. Say, it is rather pretty at that. Conklin, perhaps I've been a bit hasty. I think Mrs. Stone will be delighted by your thoughtful gift.
Well, I'm afraid I did give you the wrong gift, Mr. Stone. I had really intended this for Mrs. Conklin.
But Mr. Conklin, I was going to give that to my mother.
If you were, she's going to have to come down here and take it off my back. This gift was originally given to me by Mrs. Davis.
That's true, Connie, but I'm afraid I'll have to take it back, dear.
Take it back. But why, Mrs. Davis?
My sister Angela gave it to me as a gift, and she's coming over tonight to see it on me. So, if you don't mind, I'll take it home. See you all soon.
Well, there goes Mother's negligee.
Negligee, Boynton.
I might ask you the same question, Conklin.
Read, Mr. Stone. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gentlemen, please, we shouldn't argue. Let's try to remember it always as our negligee.
Presentation of Our Miss Brooks and the Christmas Gift Mix-Up. And we thank you for joining us at our live radio production of Laughing All the Way. My favorite husband. There you are, my favorite husband. And the Sleigh Ride featured vocal talents Keith Emerald as Mr. Wood, Mark Brewer as Mr. Negley, Faith Hollander as Katie, Jeff Tully as the police officer, Ryan Segovich as Mr. Gundelfinger, and Jennifer McHugh and Gabor Mark as Liz and George Cooper. Our Miss Brooks and the Christmas Gift Mix-Up featured vocal talents Judith Ross as Mrs. Davis, Ethan Brixson as Walter, Mark Brewer as Osgood Conklin, Piper Crane as Harriet, Brian Schnur as Mr. Boynton, Riney Arena as Mr. Stone, and Ann Field as Miss Brooks. Our Foley artists, Ray Harris, Keith Emerald, Piper Crane, and Ethan Brigson. Music by Ray Harris, Gabor Mark, Faith Hollander, Jeff Tully, and Leonard Edwards. We have been directed by Julie Price. I am Ryan Segovich, and on behalf of all of us here at WPPTC, we want to wish all of our listeners a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of holidays.